game room. Cleveland has to face the combined firepower of Bell and Thomas one more time. And Dave Otto covers all the bases as the Sox look to send the Indians home on a losing note. Monday at 6:30.
It's the bottom of the 5th inning, 1-1 tie. Boy, Sox had a golden opportunity to get to Charles Nagy. Last inning, an RBI double by Robin Ventura was all they got, but they had runners at second and third, nobody out, and couldn't capitalize on that great chance. He is a god. A hunk of burning love. First pitch to Kruder. Breaking ball right there. Well, we mentioned Nagy in his last 16 innings, 19 earned runs. Whoa. There's a curveball. Biter. Didn't go. And here's our Fox Sports Chicago game summary brought to you by the Greater Chicagoland Dodge dealers. Robin Ventura, an RBI double in the 4th. Parquet, 5 innings, 1 run, 4 hits, 2 walks, 5 strikeouts. That's good. Against a very good offensive team of the Cleveland Indians. One-two. Chad chokes up on the bat about an inch right now. Gonna shorten up that swing, maybe the stride also. Hit it right back up the middle. Good concept.
Right on the money. You don't see as many guys doing that now as you would like.
Yeah.
There's no question you have a little better bat control. No question about that.
Yeah. You know, the thing about it is, and you're going to protect away too, so you're going to have that coverage on the outside. But the inside pitch won't be as devastating to you on jam sandwiches and stuff. I guess the guy who really comes to mind when I think about that is Rico Carty. Well, he really choked up with 2 strikes. There's a grounder right side. Nice play by Bell, the pirouette, and he throws him out. Nice job by David Bell.
His dad could pick it. There again is the movement on Nagy's fastball. Even though he's not throwing that hard this evening, he has good movement on it. Boy, what pitches he made last inning to get out of that second, third, nobody out jam.
Yeah, he got Ordonez, Cordero, and Cameron. Curveball misses into Durham. Ray 0 for 1. He does have a walk and a stolen base to his credit. As that fastball grounded foul wide of third by Brian Little. Sox third base coach. Wallace Johnson over at third. Ray hitting at 285 now. Pops that one foul out of play. That last series against Toronto, he was 4 for 13 with a homer, and he scored a couple of runs. Outfield straight away. He wants it inside, and he gets it upstairs. 2-2. Yankees hitting in the 7th inning. That battle with Toronto, Roger Clemens against David Wells. Ray choked up on the bat a little bit. Yeah, he got him on the inside corner. There's that late movement once again. Fastball coming back. Boy, so many guys give up when you go into the ball like Durham does. Every once in a while they'll catch it. Ray, he doesn't believe it.
Well, again, the movement right there, tailing back over the inside corner.
Yeah, late movement. So here's Mike Caruso with 2 out, and Mike pops that one up, and that is out of play. Mike hitting at .315 as he stands in. Two out, nobody on here in the 5th inning. Good pitching battle right now between Jim Parquet and Charles Nagy. Nagy 1-1 against the Sox this year. 12 and 2/3 innings, 12 hits, 8 earned runs, 3.55 earned run average. Cleveland leads the season series 3-2. That pitch down low. Frank Thomas is on deck. Well, they're showing a lot of respect for Caruso right here. They're pretty much straight away in the outfield for him and fairly deep. Whitten shortens up a bit in left field. But Mike, with those 4 homers this year, there's a hard shot. David Bell right there. So it's going to be an easy 1-2-3 inning for Charles Nagy, and after 5, we're still tied at 1.
Time All-Star Steve Sachs joins the Fox Sports News team.
I'm ready to play.
For expert analysis, this world champion has all the bases covered.
We are there.
Fox Sports News, weeknights. Check local listings.
Let's crunch some numbers on America's best-selling minivan, Dodge Caravan. Right now, every Caravan comes with remarkably low 1.9 financing, or up to $1,500 cash back on Grand Caravan. Or on this Caravan, subtract $1,250 cash back, hit total, and your price is under $16,900, making it America's lowest priced minivan. And imagine what all these savings can do for your bottom line. See the friendly Dodge dealer near you.
I'm Mike Cameron of the Chicago White Sox. There's a problem in Chicago that people are afraid to face.
Our kids' baseball skills need help. It's not just that kids are missing the cutoff man, kids are missing the point altogether. Some kids are practicing their skills already, and some kids are not. This isn't just a shame, it can be dangerous.
Won't you please help?
Sign up at Fundamentals at Comiskey Park or at the White Sox training centers. Call today.
Jim Rome on Interleague Play.
Stadiums sell out. The battles are epic. How is this bad for baseball?
Rome on Lawrence Phillips.
The Dolphins had better cut him outright. LP is not the next Jim Brown. Apparently, he's well on his way to becoming the next O.J. Simpson.
Rome on the NBA lockout.
Look, debating the merits of a hard versus a soft salary cap is one thing, but fighting for the right to smoke dope is ridiculous.
The Last Word, weeknights on Fox Sports Chicago.
The Central Leading Tribe come to town. Monday night at 6:30 on Fox Sports Chicago.
A 1-1 tie here in the top of the 6th inning, and you can hit the beach this summer with the hottest stars in volleyball on AVP Tour. Fox Sports Chicago has action Saturday at noon from Seal Beach. Cool. And Sunday at 3:30 from Belmar, New Jersey. That's the AVP Tour all this weekend on Fox Sports Chicago. I love Seal Beach. It is so cool.
Blonde hair and all, huh?
Oh, yeah. Everybody has blonde hair at Seal Beach.
Top of the 6th inning in a 1-1 tie. It'll be Manny Ramirez, Jim Thome, and Travis Fryman, the heart of the Indian order. As there's a curveball, yes, says Joe Brinkman. Ramirez is hit into a 5-4-3 twin killing, and he has singled. Toronto now leading the Yankees 2-1, bottom of the 7th at Skydome. Fastball.
Hey, Akaru. Now we talk about hairdos a lot today. How about this one?
Is that awesome or what?
Oscar Gamble.
Oscar.
What a dandy. What a great guy.
He was a good guy.
Oh, yeah. I don't think he stood close enough to the plate, though. His hair was in the strike zone.
Oscar, he can turn a fastball around.
Oh, could he ever? That's when those afros were in bloom. Boy, he had the biggest one of all.
Yeah.
Oscar Gamble.
2-1 the count to Ramirez. First of a 4-game set with these Indians. Watch out. We mentioned Snyder against Wright tomorrow. 22-year-old right-hander. Jared Wright against the 23-year-old right-hander John Schneider. On Sunday, it'll be Mike Sorotka against the veteran Dave Burba. There's John. On Monday in the finale, Jamie Navarro against Bartolo Colon, hard-throwing 23-year-old right-hander.
Yeah, he's the real deal.
And that will be our next game coming away on Fox Sports Chicago. It'll be the game room at 6:30, followed by the Sox and the Indians at 7. And then the Sox hit the road, a couple of games in Toronto, 3 in New York. For returning home for a brief 2-game set against the Devil Rays. There's a rocket. Albert cannot make that one. The ball had some severe humpback line drive on it.
Remember we talked about Ramirez being a good high fastball hitter when he came into the league, and then he started shifting over to being a breaking ball hitter. Right there, that's some high gas, 90 miles an hour, and he turned on that bad boy. Got his hands up above the ball. Watch where he makes contact. Bang!
Here's the ever dangerous Jim Thome. He will turn that fan on. Thome has struck out and popped up a high towering pop up to right field.
You know, if it hurts Jim, don't swing.
He has become one of my favorite players to watch.
Oh yeah, he's just.
I mean, since he came into the league.
You know, he's just a great young man too.
Loves to laugh.
Yeah, has a lot of fun while he's playing. Can laugh at himself. He was great. I love listening to his interviews at the All-Star game this year.
Yeah, I'll tell you what he did with those interviews he had. A lot of people who may not have heard him before became instant Thome fans.
You have to.
Yeah.
You have to love him.
That's one thing a lot of players don't really realize, how much easier their life could be if in fact they had a relationship with the camera, with the writers, with the media, you know, instead of a lot of guys taking that no talk posture, that no talk stance.
Yeah.
And the fans would have a better connection, because that's really, for the most part, the only connection, the only relationship you have with the player is through the media. I understand a lot of them why they don't do it. I played with a couple of guys that had that kind of relationship with the media, and I told them at the time, I said, I just don't understand it. It's got him. Aced it. Beautiful pitch right on the outside corner. That is strikeout number 6 for Parquet.
Be proud of that fastball, Jimmy. He really does nail this outside corner.
He filled the mid up.
Yeah, he did. Thome looked like he's backed off the plate a little bit against Parquet, maybe to try and hit him in the left center field. But he really hasn't had a real good pitch to hit yet.
Well, if there's been one guy who's made some really good pitches on, it's been Thome.
Yeah.
So here's Fryman. He has walked and struck out, called out on a good changeup outside corner. There's the strike. Top of the 9th inning in Detroit as you look at Thome. 6-4 Tigers leading Boston. Ramirez, not a real threat run. He has 4 stolen bases in 4 attempts. There's that fastball just off the outside edge. So the count evens at 1. Fryman out of Lexington, Kentucky. He did not go. He checks up on the curveball. Travis, a long look down at Newman, third base coach. Mark Whitten on deck. A run on 5 hits, 1 error for the Tribe. A run on 3 hits, no errors for the Sox. Fouls that one down at the plate. So Parquet gets even in the count to Fryman.
There he is. I wonder when they see him every day when he shows up to the ballpark if they say, "Hello, Newman."
He's lost some weight, so far.
He has?
Yeah. He was a little portly last year.
He's a large man. And hey, kids, why don't you bring your parents out to Applebee's Kids Day? That's this Sunday. Sox take on Cleveland at 1:05. You'll be able to get autographs, run the bases, and your parents will be happy because kids tickets are only $1 at the box office on game day. That's Applebee's Kids Day this Sunday against the Tribe.
Checks it up. So a full count. Now Ramirez checking over with Bumbry, who says, "Look at the third base coach, and I'll talk to you a little bit." Relay the sign in case you're having trouble getting it. Payoff. Chops that one foul. Fryman looks a lot shorter with his swing right now than he did the first 2 series we saw him.
Oh, yeah. I mean, that open stance just didn't work for him at all. And he's back on top of the plate, which is where he needs to be.
Boy, he's got his hands in real good position.
Yeah, they're better. He's one of those guys that brings his hands with him. You know, not like
But
Albert.
he's not dropping them.
No.
Earlier in the year, he was coming down with them. As Ramirez takes off, there's a changeup hitting the right field for a base hit. So Mags gets to it, gets it back in. 1 out, runners at the corner.
Changeup, kept his hands back and goes with it nicely. You see those hands come through before the barrel of the bat. Yeah, the pitch was up and he's looking away, no question about it.
That's what I was referring to earlier. He's got his hands in real good position to hold them there. When they don't drop and you got them up like that, boy, that's almost perfect. Because now you can get to the pitch up, even if it's a fastball, a lot easier as Mark Whitten stands in. Oh, look at this. Chopper, base hit right side. So they're going to play a little first and third right here as Ramirez scores, and it's a 2-1 Cleveland lead.
Man, how the heck you hit a ball like that right-handed? Fastball away. Looked like he was tardy on that swing. Oh, there was no stride involved whatsoever by Whitten.
Which is a good approach when you're trying to get the man in from third. So Nardi Contreras has his little conference with Jim Parquet. And David Justice will be the hitter. Justice is grounded out to Cordero and struck out. Outfield playing him to pull, a huge gap in left center.
Come on.
This could be Ray. You rack him up. 6-4-3. That's the 103rd twin killing turn by the Sox this year. But 1 run crosses the plate. We'll go to the bottom of the 6th. There it is.
This mom gave a butterfly its wings. ComEd, what do you do with your power?
Arguably the most luxurious ride of any sport utility vehicle in the world. Car and driver.
Quieter than the Bentley Continental T, road and track.
Best luxury sport utility vehicle and initial quality in a tie. J.D. Power and Associates.
At Infiniti, we don't like to honk our own horn. We prefer to let others honk it for us. The Infiniti QX4. Own one, and you'll understand. Lease an Infiniti QX4 for $399 a month for 39 months with an initial payment of $32.48.
From the first professional contractors at the crack of dawn to the do-it-yourselfers who drop in all day long, what makes it so easy to shop at Carter Lumber? Well, we could show you our friendly personal service, or our industry know-how, or maybe even how we make it easy to get quality products and top-notch materials. But seeing customer after satisfied customer is probably the best picture of all. Carter Lumber, the easy way to home improvement.
White Sox baseball is brought to you in part by Southwest Airlines. With fares so low, you have the freedom to go places. And by ComEd, the official energy company of the Chicago White Sox. ComEd, what can you do with your power?
The big hurt Frank Thomas gets set to lead off the Sox half of the 6th inning. They trail it 2-1. Frank has grounded to short. He has walked and he has scored. Curveball. Well, Nagy's been turning a lot of fastballs over tonight, Wimpy.
Yeah, that's been his best pitch.
Yeah, and by turning it over, we're talking about when most of the time a guy will go two-seamer with that. And when he does, he releases in a way that his index finger comes over the top and he'll get some movement going away.
Yeah.
So when we talk about turning it over, he's turning it over to get movement downward and off the sweet meat of the bat.
And you were saying those Cleveland people, we just didn't have it. Didn't have any type of movement, and heck, that's what he relied on in the past on all his pitches.
Here's the 2-1.
Ooh.
On the outside corner. Tries to tail that one in on the fist. Good idea, but he wouldn't bite him. Outfield straight up. That ball popped up into right field. Ramirez did not get a good jump. Comes on, and now he makes the catch.
I don't know about that one.
Eric Cooper, I'll tell you, he was in as good a position as he could be. He hustled.
He did hustle
very nicely to get out there.
I think he was.
I thought he caught it. Let's just take another look and see if we can get an angle on it here. That's tough. This is a better angle right here.
Yeah. Because he has never.
He got it.
Yeah, I guess he did. I'll tell you, he's no whiz out there in the outfield either.
No. No, he got a very, very bad jump. But, of course, a lot of outfielders do that when you got Frank or Albert hitting, any strong hitter. Their first instincts when the ball goes up in the air is to go back.
Yeah.
That was a nice recovery by Ramirez and a nice catch. So Albert is lined to second and hit a bullet. He worked a single in the left field. Breaking ball. 2-0. Borders to the outside. Boy, he just does miss with that. He's hitting.
He's got to be.
See what Borders wants to run up there. Fastball. There, he turned that one over. You saw the movement. The key to turning it over and getting a downward movement is keeping your fingers on top when you release it. Now you can see his fingers are on top, and you see that movement tailing back.
And you can leave some pitches in the strike zone, a good hitter's spot, but with that movement, you know, chances are he's not going to center it. Get it.
Oh, hit deep into left field. Whitten goes back, looks up. You can put it on the board. Yes! Number 28 for Albert, and this ball game is tied at 2.
Well, he got a center cut fastball right here. Movement didn't bother Albert at all. He has been something else. Lord have mercy. Homer of the season for Bell. He's got 86 runs batted in. There's a 3-1 fastball right there, and he unloads. Side view, those hands, the shoulders moving back and upward, and it's a goner.
And that home run replay brought to you by ComEd, the official energy company of the Sox, providing power to Northern Illinois customers for over 100 years. Well, you can see the difference in the movement right there. That was flat. The others have been going into the right-hander and down. So that'll tell you one thing, that Nagy had his hands on the side of the ball rather than on top.
Yeah, that downward movement's a lot tougher to adjust to. Jeez, he's short and quick. Well, Albert trails Jr. now by 1 for second place in RBIs, and Gonzalez still stuck on that 101.
Robin can't get it, and the count 1-2. Robin lined hard to left, and he has doubled, almost a 3-run homer, high off the wall in left field.
Without a doubt, Bell and Ventura have had the best swings tonight.
And poof, if you missed it, there's that tailing fastball. You see Nagy, he thought it was out of here as well. What a gun by Whitten. That breaking ball chopped foul over by the photographer's well. Well, if you're a pitcher out there and you get those hands on the side of the ball or underneath it, you're asking for a lot of trouble. That's a base hit in the right field. You got to keep those fingers on top of the baseball.
Well, Robin heating up a bit right now. That's his second hit, third good at bat against Nagy. He went out and pulled this one. That was down and away. Yeah, he's in much better sync right there. That head is staying much stiller. Goes out and gets it. Looks okay. And while we have a moment, Discover Card will donate $500 to the local chapter of the Make-A-Wish Foundation for every White Sox Grand Slam in tonight's ball game.
So 2-7-1 for Cleveland, 2-5-0 for the Sox. One out, Ventura first, and here's Mags Ordonez. Mags over 2. He's reached on an error and grounded to third. Breaking ball right there fooled him. So that home run by Albert. Number 300 in his career.
That's good.
I guess. 1-1 the count.
Have you ever observed a guy hotter than what Albert has been, you know, on a daily basis?
For 10 games?
Yeah.
I told you the only one that comes close was Mattingly when he had that streak back in 80. I believe it was in 87.
Yeah.
With the Yankees.
Right.
Either 87 or 88. But he was, you're talking about hot. And as I mentioned, he had all those home runs and about 4 or 5 of them were grand slams. There's another breaking pitch. Outside of that, no. As there's a throw Comey puts it on him, but Albert Bell's 300th career home run, and we'll go to the 7th, tied at 2.
Fox Sports News prime time. When they hit the road, they feel right at home. Tonight, a look at baseball's road warriors. What makes them so tough when they play away? Only on Fox Sports News prime time.
Here at hole 7 of the Cooper Tire Invitational, a long par 9,000 from Chicago. The green surrounded by water. We talked to our leader about this crucial hole.
Tough hole. I rely a lot on my Cooper tires and my low iron.
Here's some replays of you through the Midwest.
Had a few nice shots here in Missouri.
And then that impressive run down the Gulf Coast. We're live in the Everglades. Arnie lying 8,003.
The world is your course. Drive on.
This week on Bull Sox Underground, Sammy who? Our Southside hitman has a mean streak of his own going in July. Then, grab your blue suede shoes, don't be cruel, and prepare to get all shook up at Comiskey on Elvis Night. Plus, Chris Novak goes from player to coach by instructing kids at the White Sox Training Center. All that, the Week in Review, and much more on Bull Sox Underground. Sunday at 11:30 on Fox Sports Chicago.
There's only one, Bob Rohrman.
Dateline Palatine, Barmouth Attack Village. Oh, looks like we have a real story here. Arlington Acura and Palatine is Chicagoland's #1 Acura dealer. They've got luxurious cars, luxurious service, and most importantly, luxurious savings. Bob Rohrman's Arlington Acura and Palatine, just 1 block west of Route 53 on Dundee Road, Palatine.
The Central Leading Tribe come to town. Monday night at 6:30 on Fox Sports Chicago.
Pat Borders gets set to lead off the top of the 7th inning. There's our line score. Albert Bell's 28th homer of the season, number 300 of his career. It's just even this ball game up. So here's Borders. Twice he has gone out to Ventura, once very hard. Breaking ball inside. There's Scott with a home run ball. His 300th home run ball.
What a great historian Scott Ayers.
Change up down low and the count 2-0.
Think he's going to like sell it back to Albert?
Yeah. Albert makes a little more than Scott.
Yeah, heck yeah.
Sell it to him for, you know, what would you sell it to him for, Wimpy?
10 grand.
There's a good strike on the outside corner.
No, actually, it's very, very fortunate it landed in our bullpen.
There's a strike to even the count at 2. I'd rather seen a fan get it. Okay. And that way he could have received, I'm sure, a couple of nice awards.
Think so, huh?
Pretty good pitch right there by Parquet. Good effort. And the count goes full. Well, Jimmy Parquet has really pitched well this evening. Got burned on that changeup to Lofton, who hit it out of here in the 3rd inning for his 9th homer. There's a shot. 3-2 fastball, so the leadoff man aboard.
And if you're one of the first 20,000 fans at the Sox-Indian game this Sunday, you'll receive an all-star poster featuring Ray Durham, courtesy of Dove Bar and Dominic's. For tickets, call 312-831-1SOX.
Second baseman David Bell grounded to short and popped up to Ventura. Outfield playing him straight up. Borders is not going anywhere unless it's a hit and run. Right.
Bell handles that bat pretty well.
Well, we mentioned earlier he's had some big base hits for this ball club. I mean, some game winners.
Yeah. Amazing. He was picked up on waivers. Cardinals released him. Look out.
Breaking ball almost hit him. Double-barreled activity for the Sox down in their pen as Bobby Howry and the southpaw Brian Ward. And those are not Elvis Knight chops. Those are his.
Yeah, they are.
That ball hit hard. That's trouble. Albert cannot get this one. Down into the corner. They will hold Borders at third. So here come the Indians. Nobody out. And on second, third.
Well, the number 8 and 9 guys in Mike Hargrove's lineup getting the job done. Fastball down and in. Boy, he just drops a hit on it. Right there, head perfectly there on contact. Short, quick swing. One hop to the wall.
And here comes Kenny Lofton. 2 singles, 2 hard singles, and a homer. Lofton's got his average up to 284. So Kruder going out maybe to stall for a little bit of time. Homer. Single. He's hot tonight. And here comes the skipper, Jerry Manuel. You want to go get Ward? I think so. No, he's not. Yes, he is. Going to go get Howry. So he's going to get the hard-throwing right-hander Bobby Howry. Our first Ameritech call to the pen, and we'll be back.
Here's the pitch, Sox fans. Fox Sports Chicago and TCI present the 1998 Future Sox Contest. Just take a photo of your child, 8 years old or younger, in White Sox apparel and a baseball pose. Include their name, age, address, and phone number, and send it to Future Sox in care of Fox Sports Chicago, 350 North Orleans Street, Suite S1100, Chicago, Illinois 60654. Know the signs, because this is a real steal. And make sure to enter your little slugger before their chance is gone.
Was fascination, I know, seeing you alone with the moonlight above. Then I touched your hand, and next moment I kissed you.
This couple danced the night away every Friday for 37 years. ComEd, what do you do with your power?
Deep to left field, way back. You can put it on the board. Yes! George Bell's first homer of the season, and it's a 3-0 Sox lead.
We are back, and not a good situation if you're a White Sox fan. Jim Parquet worked into the 7th inning, but a couple of hits have put 2 runners in scoring position, and Jerry Manuel goes to the bullpen and brings out Bobby Howry, the hard-throwing young right-hander. 13 games, 0-1, a .470 earned run average. In 15 1/3, he's given up 15 hits, 8 walks, and 9 strikeouts. So Bobby, we'll see what they do with Lofton. Omar Vizquel is on deck, and then Manny Ramirez.
Vizquel a switch hitter, then you got the right-handed hitting Ramirez and the left-handed hitting Thome. So Mike Hargrove has staggered his lineup. So here we go. Corners in close. And Kenny Lofton. There's that good late movement on the fastball from Bobby Howard. Good late movement on the fastball and good late breakage on his slider.
He's going to have to make pitches like that to get out of this inning.
Well, if he wasn't going to bring in Ward, then Howard has got to be going corner out, corner in. Or trying to. Very quickly, he's 0-2. So Bobby with a fastball, slider, an occasional curve, which is real good. Give that hitter a different slant, a different look at the speed. And breaking ball. Nice block by Kruder. Kevin in front of him. So Pat Borders. He's the runner at third and David Bell at second. You're just tuning in. Indians with a run in the third. That was a homer by Lofton. Sox tied it up in the fourth. Indians took the lead in the sixth. And then Albert Bell's 28th homer. Tied it last inning.
Lofton, you're a ball. Strike him out. Strike the ball out.
Durham and Caruso halfway on the 1-2 count. It's 2-2. Tell you what, the way Lofton's been swinging the bat tonight, I got to try to bust him inside.
Yeah.
Both pitches, either a hard slider in there or the fastball. And they move inside. Ate him up. He did it. Good pitch by Howard. He just absolutely broke his bat, ate him up, and a big out.
Oh, that was nasty. 93-mile-an-hour fastball in on the hands and up. Kenny Lofton just couldn't get it there. Look where he makes contact. Back in his swing. McKinney's dropped his hands a little bit there, too. It's tough to get him back up to hit that high heat.
And Nardi Contreras once again out of the dugout. As Vizquel, the switch hitter, he's 0 for 2 tonight. A strikeout, a walk, and hit into a 4-6 fielder's choice. Vizquel in situations like this, really a tough out.
Yeah. Yeah, he is. He's a real competitive hitter. You know, he's hitting 290, so we always talk about his defense, but he will drive in the big run. Look at this. He's leading the club with a .333 batting average in situations just like this. Hello, Newman.
So Robin's going to relay some information around, and here we go. A tough cookie in a tough spot.
Yes.
Good fastball. Oh, you talk about Bobby Howard. He got a chance to be something special.
Yeah, Bobby, well, as you mentioned, he's got that fastball that can be overpowering with movement and a hard slider, and complement it with a curve. That's not too shabby.
Yeah, you'd much rather, from a hitting standpoint, hit against somebody throwing 95 or 96 who's dead straight.
Oh, yeah.
And hitting off Howard, he's throwing 92, 93 with good movement, good late movement. Oh, somebody missed the sign. Vizquel missed the sign. And they put the tag on Borders. He's out. Thank you.
surprised that they would put this on.
I am too. I'd be very surprised.
Yeah.
I think evidently Omar was as well.
Yes. Well, they're saying, Borders is saying that Cruder didn't tag him. Yeah, he did. He tagged him with the ball. Wow.
That's outside. 2 balls and a strike. Now you're going to know it was Vizquel who missed it, because Newman, he's sitting right there. He's going to tell it.
Oh, yeah, he's telling go or whatever. Yeah, he's going to walk up to him and tell him.
Right.
The squeeze is on right this pitch. You got to do that.
There's a good strike. So the count now evens at 2.
Jeez.
Runs well outside. See what Cruder wants to try to do. Here's the payoff. Yes, he's gone. What a job by Bobby Howry. Mercy. Second, third, nobody out. He leaves him right there. With the exception of the missed squeeze, we will go to the 7th inning stretch, tied at 2.
BF Goodrich presents this Fox Sports News Sports Break.
Alongside Lauren Sanchez, I'm Tom Kirkland of Fox Sports News with this sports break. American Brian Watts fired a 4 under 66. He has a 1-shot lead over 3 others, including Tiger Woods, after round 2 at the British.
And the Pirates traded right-hander Esteban Loaiza to the Rangers for pitcher Todd Van Poppel and a minor leaguer. News, scores, and highlights nightly on Fox Sports News.
On your Fox Sports Net cable channel.
Select road. Validating tires.
What kind of road can you drive on with BF Goodrich tires?
Approved. Enjoy.
Any road you choose. BF Goodrich tires. Take control.
Why are these things called answering machines? They don't have all the answers. They can't tell me who was on call waiting while I was talking to my boss, or if anyone called while I was online. That's why I'm getting voicemail 98. It's from Ameritech. It takes messages all the time. You don't.
Voicemail 98 from Ameritech is just $4.95 a month. Call now and get a 30-day money-back guarantee. There's nothing to lose.
Get the message? I'm finally getting mine.
What a job by the 23-year-old right-hander Bobby Howry coming in, and I'm telling you, second, third, nobody out, and the key pitch in that whole sequence to all those hitters was the fastball in on Lofton.
No doubt about it. You're talking about some tough hitters, too. You're looking at Lofton and Omar Vizquel, who have been great in situations like that throughout their career. So Bobby, Lord have mercy, that was just a terrific effort. Stay right there, kid. Don't change a thing as he blows away Vizquel. Wow.
Look at the movement. That ball just kept sailing away, and that's where we're talking about movement. He's not turning it over either. That's just his natural delivery. You don't turn over 93-mile-an-hour fastballs. Will Cordero, Mike Cameron, Chad Cruder to face Charles Nagy. Takes that pitch outside. Cordero 1 for 2 and an infield single back in the 2nd inning. That was exciting.
That was one of the highlights of the year right there.
That was exciting.
Man.
Inside strike to even the count at 1. Curveball, no chance, and the count 1-2. Mentioned that Bobby Howry certainly has the best arm coming out of our bullpen, and he's the guy that probably is going to take over. whether it be next year, the year after, whenever, as there's a grounder. Vizquel, as we mentioned, only one error all season. Throws him out. But he's got a chance. Works construction in the offseason.
That's right.
Just a big, raw-boned young man.
You know he's strong.
Here's Mike. He has struck out and grounded to third. Good breaking ball from Nagy. If you're just tuning in, Sox had the same situation. That was back in the 4th inning. They had one run in, men on second, third, nobody out, and Nagy left them right there. There's a fastball strike.
.105 pitches. He's given up just 5 hits, 2 runs, a couple of walks, and 3 strikeouts. Home run by Bell. Big in the bottom of the 6th inning.
Activity down at the Cleveland pen. There's right-hander Paul Shuey. Off the end of the bat, David Bell. Now the ball takes a funny hop and he can't handle it. That'll be a base hit. That ball was some kind of spinning both ways going out there to David.
Yeah, it looked like Mike hit this one off the end of the bat. Yes, it did. By the pitcher, Charles Nagy, and watch. Yeah, it did. It hit the cut of the grass right there and spun the opposite way, adding a little bit more difficulty to that. That's a real tough play. He wouldn't have got him anyway.
No, he wouldn't have got him. No chance.
Come on, Mike, steal it.
He's got 15 of them. Here's Kruder, struck out and grounded to second. Sox have one stolen base in this game tonight. The only one they've tried, that was Ray Durham. In the 3rd inning, picked up his 22nd. Sox now with 73 thefts on the season. Cleveland has 74. There goes Cameron. Got a perfect pitch to throw him out on, and he didn't get it. Good slide. The slide got it for him right there.
Boy, Borders was really quick out of the chute right there. Well, you got to take your hat off to the Cleveland catcher as Mike Cameron. Pretty good jump, not his best. Boy, and he went to the outside part of the bag with his body and got his hand in on the inside. You see Borders in perfect throwing position. Well, maybe just a little bit out. He was in there. Good call.
Well, Eric Cooper, the umpire at second base, in perfect position to make it. Now knock him in. 2-0.
He's in there.
He goes in feet first. He is gone goose.
That's probably right.
Breaking ball just off the plate. So a 3-0 count with Durham on deck. Taking all the way. Turn him around. That ball hit hard in the center. Lofton going back. He's there, makes the catch, so Cameron will tag. He'll move on to the third, and that's out number 2.
Well, Well, Kenny Lofton covers a lot of ground out there in center field. Boy, it's tough to hit it by him, especially over his head. Chad Kreuter, as you mentioned, had a real good pass at that one, but to the wrong spot, wrong guy.
So now the specter of the bunt as Thome well off the bag, but even with it. Fryman even with the bag off the line at third. Some hit the deck out there in center field. Lofton's going to have to get it. A cup. Ray popped up to Lofton in the first. He walked, stole second and the third. Struck out in the fifth. Well, this is when that intimidation of the speed can really create a lot more area for you to get a base hit in. Yes. That ball gets away from Borders. Here comes Cameron. He scores. Sox lead at 3-2.
You know, one of the things we always talked about Pat Borders was his ability to block balls in the dirt. Now here's that breaking ball down and in. And Pat tries to get his body over. That pitch was so far inside he wasn't able to do it. So Cameron able to sprint home with the lead run. But he had so many guys at Toronto that threw balls in the dirt. Oh my.
A bullet right to Fryman. A hang whistle for Durham, but the Sox manufacture a run right here, and we'll go to the top of the 8th inning. Good guys on top by 1.
Southwest Airlines. With fares so low, you have the freedom to go places and do things you never thought possible. Fly Southwest Airlines.
Flying to the New England area for business? If these 12 reasons don't convince you to fly Southwest Airlines to Providence or Manchester, maybe this will. Call 1-800-I-FLY-SWA.
You are now free to move about the country.
So, you want to see my Discover Card statement? I am very, very prissy. What up for shut up? I love to be pampered. I go have my hair done. I love to go have my nails done, have pedicures, manicures. My biggest weakness would have to be shoes. Cashback bonus award really floats my boat.
How many credit cards make a statement like that?
I am definitely a shopaholic.
It pays to discover. Accepted where you see the Novus sign.
Look inside a new Dodge Ram conversion van, and you'll find a virtual home on wheels. But take away features like the video system, captain's chairs, and plush interior, and you'll find the remarkable new Dodge Ram van with a more powerful Magnum V8 and strong unibody construction. After all, even a home on wheels should be built on a solid foundation. And with $1,500 cash back, you can start construction right away. See the friendly Dodge dealer near you.
And a reminder, you can see Game 2 of the Sox Indian Series tomorrow as part of Fox Saturday Baseball. Now, John Schneider, 23-year-old rookie right-hander, looks for his 3rd straight victory against Jim Thome and the Tribe. It's the White Sox and Indians. Fox Saturday Baseball coverage begins at noon on WFLD Chicago or your local Fox station. Top of the 8th inning, 3 runs, 6 hits, no errors for the Sox, 2 runs, 9 hits, and 1 error for the Indians. It'll be Ramirez, Thome, and Fryman to face Bobby Howry. .92 for 3 tonight with a run scored. Takes that fastball up high, and he made a good play. Coming off the bat of the Big Hurt. Broke back, recovered, came in, and made the catch. That's fouled, right side. Stay in here.
Stay.
Cordero, no. Back into the 3rd row. Checking some other scores for you. Top of the ninth at Toronto. Blue Jays hurting the Yankees 9-3. It's Clemens against David Wells. Tigers beat the Red Sox 6-4 in Detroit. Bottom of the fifth down at the ballpark in Arlington. Devil Rays leading the Rangers 4-2. Baltimore scored 1 in the top of the first at Anaheim. Kansas City scored 3 in the top of the first at Seattle. And later on Minnesota at Oakland. Cruder to the outside. Another fastball. So the count 1-2. Activity down in the Sox pen. Right-hander Billy Seamus. At 5 finals over in the National League. Cubs beat the Fighting Fish 6-1. Sammy Sosa his 36th homer. Padres handed it to the Reds 13-3 at Synergy Field. Pittsburgh 5, Montreal 1. Atlanta beat the Brewers 4-1 down at Turner Field.
The Braves win. The Braves win.
There's a breaking ball foul down. Mets shut out the Phillies 6-0 at Shea. Houston 9, San Francisco 5. Top of the ninth at the Astrodome. Cardinals leading the Dodgers 3-1. Bottom of the eighth in St. Louis. Mark McGwire his 41st homer. And Arizona leading Colorado 1-0. Still hitting in the bottom of the first inning. Right there.
Man, good pitch.
Yes.
Yeah, great location right there. Just ties him up. You wish he could have put that one in play.
Exactly. You wish he'd have hit that one. Lost 1 or 2 fingernails and broke his bat.
Yeah. It wouldn't have gone very far.
Two balls, 2 strikes. Manny Ramirez, boy, he's solid offensively.
Oh yeah.
You know, since he's been in this league, he has been so impressive for a youngster in knowing the strike zone. Came in almost a dead high fastball hitter, moved it down, became a good low ball hitter. Now it looks like he can handle them both.
Yeah.
High into right field. Ordonez, he's got room in foul territory.
Ooh. Well, seems to be blowing everything foul. I thought that ball was going to be fair off the bat. But that's good. And we're calling on all Sox fans. You can come to the Old Navy grand opening event. This is Thursday, July 30th at Washington and State Street in Chicago. You'll meet White Sox players Ray Durham and Mike Caruso from noon to 1:30. You will.
Here's the dangerous Tommy. Parquet really made some good pitches on him. Struck him out twice, popped him up once. Look at that. That's an ace right there. Two 2-0 the count. And that St. Louis 4-1 lead now over the Dodgers. And make that number 41 and 42 for Mark McGwire.
Good.
He of the 2500 vision, McGwire's.
2,500. That's unbelievable.
Oh, mercy. Howery. You know, the first thing that impresses about Bobby Howery, first of all, is his arm. That's number one. The next thing that impresses about him is he just looks like he's completely fearless out there.
Yeah, he's getting after it.
He looks like he just wants to get somebody up there, get him out, get somebody else in. Comes right at you.
Yes. He is not tentative.
No.
Yes.
Right on the outside corner. A beauty. That late movement. 2-2.
Yeah, he just fills his glove up again.
It's that late movement. They're going to come right at him again. Good fastball hitter. Here it is. That's outside, and the count goes full. The payoff. Got it. Aced him. 2 down.
Man. Jim Thome's had a real tough night trying to get anything that he can handle. And he just paints him on the outside corner.
It's been a while since we've seen one guy have that many good pitches made on him.
Yeah. 92 right there.
Here's Fryman. Walk, struck out, and single. Slider.
That was quick.
Or a sailor.
Yeah, well, I think
it was a slider. Hard slider. Boy, that's a night right there. You just got to tip your cap. That's upstairs, and the count 1-1. One another impressive thing about Thome too is that even if he thinks it's outside or it's a bad pitch, boy, he just goes right back to the dugout.
Yeah.
Very seldom you ever see him argue with an umpire.
Ooh.
Made him a little bit of a mistake right there. Got away with it. But when you're throwing that well, that's why hard throwers with good movement really have a tremendous advantage.
Well, they'll get away with a lot more pitches.
Exactly. Chad to the outside. Slider. Fryman has been swinging the bat well. In this situation right here, you got him 2-2 in a 3-2 ball game, top of the 8th inning. If you can, you want to try to keep the ball away from him. So if he beats you, he's going to have to beat you the opposite field. Took a little something off right there. I don't ever recall seeing Fryman, with the exception of the one home run he hit against us at Tiger Stadium, go deep to the opposite field.
No, and you think after with playing at Tiger Stadium, you'd see that in highlight films and stuff too, because that's the easiest homer in baseball.
Yeah, aced him. He's gone. He'll grab some bench. A beautiful job by Bobby Howard. We'll go to the bottom of the 8th. 3-2 Sox.
When we spread the wheels out a bit, moved the windshield forward a tad, lowered the step-up height a skosh, and widened the aisle a smidgen, we created a Caravan with 32 more cubic feet of room. It's remarkable what a few alterations will do. Now get up to $1,500 cash back on Dodge Caravan.
Suddenly I'm overtaken by thoughts of the fire. I hear Peter Novak's thundering heartbeat as he motors downfield with defenders in tow. I hear Roman Kozetsky's lungs contracting and expanding. When I hold a soccer ball close to me, I can feel it all.
Oh, it's kicking.
Zach Thornton will protect the net as the Fire clash with San Jose. Next Wednesday at 10, catch Chicago Fire soccer on Fox Sports Chicago.
My son says that's his.
Hey, you want a great deal? Every Monday at Comiskey Park, all Sox tickets are half priced. Now, that doesn't mean you get half a seat. It means that all tickets at Comiskey Park for every Monday home game are half priced. So that means you get 2 for 1, 3 for 1.5, 4 for 2. 74 for the price of 37.
The Central Leading Tribe come to town. Monday night at 6:30 on Fox Sports Chicago.
Won't you help me? Feel like I'm slipping away.
Fox Sports Chicago's coverage of Chicago White Sox baseball is brought to you in part by Southwest Airlines. With fares so low, you have the freedom to go places. The new Dodge. From cars to minivans to trucks, it's about change. The new Dodge. Discover Card. It pays to discover. Accepted where you see the Novus sign. And by Geico Direct, the sensible alternative.
We are into the bottom of the 8th inning.
Just a hugger burning.
3-2 good guys. Trent Carlini. It's Elvis night here at Comiskey Park. 27,733 in attendance. Going to watch Trent do a lot of numbers on Elvis, and also after that, a spectacular fireworks display. Even though there are a lot of Cleveland fans in attendance, this has still been a great crowd. Our crowds have been great.
Oh, it's been terrific, yeah. There's Paul Shuey. Boy, 188 earned run average in 13 games. That's good. Whew.
Mike Caruso will lead it off. 3 times he has grounded out. Twice to second, fouls that one straight back, and once to short. Of course, a tragic accident to Mike's best friend 2 days ago. Killed in a car wreck. Mike did not play yesterday. The 0-1 pitch. Activity down in the Cleveland pen. Double barrel style. Eric Plunk and Paul Asemacher. A couple of big guys right there. Asemacher's big, and just show you how big Plunk is. That got a piece of Borders. 1-2 the count.
Yeah, the guy that got out there is no baby either. Paul Shuey is 6'3", 215-pounder. This guy was the Indians' first-round draft pick in 1992. Second overall in that draft, so that, you know, they had to think a whole lot of him.
Wimpy, he had a good arm. He still does, but he had some problems with it, trying to come back. First time we saw Shuey, I mean, he could rush it up there with the best of them. As you look at Matt Karchner. Ground ball. Driscoll, as he smooth.
He is just incredible. That was not an easy play right there. He made it look like silk.
And he gets himself in such great position.
Yes.
Given the chance. Look at the glove. Down low. Everything all in one mode. He has terrific rhythm in his defense.
Yeah. Yeah, everything is so much in sync. There's no herky-jerkiness about it.
Staccato movement.
Yeah, and everything, and he's always in perfect throwing position.
Breaking ball to Big Frank. Frank 0 for 2, but he has walked and he has scored. One and one the count. Okay, 2 balls and a strike. Fastball inside half. The 2-2 pitch. Breaking ball frozen. Frank knew it. Good hook. 2 gone.
That's a heck of a curveball right here from Shuey. Boy, a downer. Frank gives with it. And it is right there. Watch where it crosses home plate. Boy, everything collapses.
What you call getting locked up.
Yeah.
And let's check out our Carter Lumberman of the game. There he is. That single, his 28th homer of the year and the 300th of his career. Takes that breaking ball outside. And if you missed it in the 6th inning, that tied the ball game up. You saw Nagy. He knew. Looks at Joe Brinkman and says, give me another one. Two and 0 the count. Way outside, he's hacking. Albert with 10 homers in his last 10 ball games. Look at this.
That's 2 a game.
You know, one guy we forgot about. It was hotter than Albert there for a while with Sammy Sosa.
Oh, yes. Oh, yeah.
We forgot about Sammy.
Oh, wow. Well, we didn't see him every day, though.
No. There's a strike, and the count goes full. That's right. That's the way you put the question. Have you ever seen anybody? Yeah, we didn't see Sammy all the time. Albert. Hard to beat what he's done. He's going to hook him. 3-2. Albert hits it deep into center field. Get it. Lofton is back on the track. Makes the catch. And that'll retire the side. We'll go to the 9th. Good guys lead it by 1.
What do you get when you add up all Dodge Neon's horsepower, plus all of its interior room, both of which are greater than you'll find here, then subtract a hefty $1,500 cash back, hit total, and Neon is yours for under $10,500. Or instead of cash back, choose low 1.9 financing. Another way to save. And as they say, the numbers speak for themselves. See the friendly Dodge dealer near you.
This gentleman got the door for 42 people. Comment. What do you do with your power?
Saturday and Sunday, July 18th and 19th at Route 66 Raceway. See Monster Trucks in a side-by-side track race on the specially built obstacle course. Plus, see Walker Evans and others race in their championship off-road racing trucks on the new 1-mile off-road course. Route 66 Raceway. Gates open at 8 a.m. Saturday, 9 a.m. Sunday. Bring the whole family July 18th and 19th to Route 66 Raceway. A quarter mile to glory.
This copyrighted telecast of Major League Baseball may not be retransmitted, reproduced, or rebroadcast without the express written consent of the Chicago White Sox and Fox Sports Chicago.
And a reminder tonight on Fox Sports News after our ball game, it'll be the Pirates Expos Brawl. If it's on there, it's got to be a good one, I guess. British Open, round 2. They had a tough day over there, the players, with the weather. And the home run race is still hot, as we mentioned. If you're just tuning in, Mark McGwire with 2 tonight has 42. Sammy Sosa with 1 had 36. And right now, let's check out our Dodge drive of the game, Robin Ventura. Coming in the 4th inning. Knocking in Frank Thomas. And look at the throw by Whitten. That's our Dodge drive of the game, as Mark Whitten will lead it off against Matt Karchner. Takes ball 1 up high. Whitten 1 for 3 with an RBI. He had a hack right there.
Well, he's more apt to hit that fastball out of here down low. If you look at Karchner's numbers, there's 28 hits allowed in 32 2/3. Matt's a little bit of a control problem with 17 walks, 28 strikeouts. Witten wants to drop the head of the bat on the ball.
Now field deep, spread out. There's that pitch down low. Well, you got Albert with his 28th homer, the 300th of his career. Our Dodge drive of the game, the big double by Ventura, but the real hero so far in this ball game has been Bobby Howard.
Without a doubt. Yeah.
Three and one. Lowry retired all 5 he faced. He came on, if you're just joining us, in the 7th inning, then on 2nd, 3rd, and that's ball 4. They did not score. 1, 2, 3 inning in the 8th. What a magnificent job picking up 3 strikeouts. Vizquel, Thome, and Frymer. So, the leadoff man aboard, the dreaded leadoff walk.
Well, and you got David Justice up to the plate. You got some guys that can swing the bat off that bench too. Giles on deck.
Ball gets away from Kruger, but no advance by Mark Witt. Once again, Billy Seaman starting to throw. Nardi Contreras out. And a reminder, the producer-director for Chicago White Sox baseball on Fox Sports Chicago is James A. Angio. The associate producer is Dave Ross. Our assistant director is Kathy Mundy. Our stage manager is soon-to-be blonde, the mayor, Mean Joe Groove. And our production manager is Moheen Ramsey. Ball hammered. And talking about blondes, we were thinking maybe Wimpy would look good in some blonde hair.
Wow.
Wimpy, that is you. I mean, that is you, Wimperoo.
Like a Charlie Manson face there. Is that why you told me to stand up early?
Yeah.
That's great. Remind me never to listen to anything you guys say again.
Almost got away from Kruger right there. So Karchner home plate jumping around on him. The bad thing about it, besides the walk, are the counts.
Yeah. Well, you know, Matt's confidence has got to be at a low right now too. So, you know, that's got to come into play here.
A chopper. Karchner very quickly over to Cordero, so they get the out at first with Witten in scoring position.
Boy, not much from David Justice tonight. It's about as bad as we have seen him swing the bat in a Cleveland uniform. He's just pulling off everything tonight.
So Brian Giles coming out to hit for Pat Borders, who was 1 for 3 this evening. Giles, tough little cookie too.
Oh, he's tough out.
Yep. One of the reasons being short, quick swing. There are his numbers: 271, 11, and 39. There's a shot. Durham cannot come up with it. This ball game is going to be tied. There's that short quick swing. So the dreaded leadoff walk.
Well, fastball is right there. Man, and he just rips it. Ray Durham, a diving effort, really had no chance. That ball just whistled right on by him. So as you mentioned, the leadoff walk once again comes up to Byrne.
So Billy Seamus comes on, and we'll be back.
Fox Sports News prime time. When they hit the road, they feel right at home. Tonight, a look at baseball's Road Warriors. What makes them so tough when they play away? Only on Fox Sports News prime time.
I want boom, dot, boom, boom. Why do you want to look at my Discover card statement? It's mine. I live in New York City. Of course, I love the theater. Bring in the noise. You know, it's my favorite show. I go there as often as I can, trying to steal another step. And my kids want me to be more risky. Come to Garçon stuff is, you know, it's risky. I want a cashback bonus.
How many credit cards make a statement like that? It pays to Discover. Accepted where you see the Novus sign.
Serves, spikes, sets, saves, slams, sun, sand, action. This summer, grab your shades and catch the AVP Tour, the hottest hits on the beach.
Matt Karchner came on to try to nail it down in the 3-2 lead. Walked. Mark Whitten got justice on a high chopper. And then the solid smash, the base hit by Brian Giles. And we got ourselves a 3-3 ball game with Billy Seamus coming on.
Here's the numbers on Seamus. 34 games, 3-3. He's got 7 saves, a 2.34 earned run average. Just 25 hits and 42 1/3. That's real good. 14 walks, 31 strikeouts. And he's been real good in his last 7 times out there. 9 2/3, giving up just 2 hits. No runs, 10 strikeouts, 2 walks, and he has 4 saves.
David Bell, 1-for-3, a double. There's a good strike, and the count 0-1. Brian Giles 6 for 10 in stolen bases. 3-6-0 for the Sox. 3-10-1 for the Tribe. In case you're looking to the Sox, 9th, Ventura, Ordonez, and Cordero. A little bit low, I guess. You see now Asemacher has been joined by Mike Jackson. He of the great slider Jacksons.
It's wicked.
An out, a ball, a strike. Giles just a decent lead as there's a comebacker. What a play by Seamus as Caruso dodges him, turns it over, and it'll do it. But Indians come up with a run. We'll go to the bottom of the ninth, tied at 3.
Isn't that Ann Werner over there?
Oh, yeah. She's on the game room with Chet. Hey, Cooley, why don't you go over there and talk to her?
Well, maybe I will.
Get over there, man. Get in there.
Excuse me. Hi. I was just wondering if maybe you'd like to tell me how many RBIs Frank Thomas had last season?
125.
Good. Thanks.
Sure.
So? I got a number.
There's an island where the waters are still, where the only thing you have to do is lie on your back, watching the waves rush in and out all day long, and where you'll need to go to recover after you return from our trip. Enter the Heineken Seek a True Adventure Sweepstakes, and you can win a trip to Costa Rica, Thailand, Mexico, or South Africa. And while you're at it, you might want to book your recovery vacation.
What do you get when you add up all Dodge Neon's horsepower, plus all of its interior room, both of which are greater than you'll find here, then subtract a hefty $1,500 cash back, hit total, and Neon is yours for under $10,500. Or instead of cash back, choose low 1.9 financing. Another way to save. And as they say, the numbers speak for themselves. See the friendly Dodge dealer near you.
Got ourselves a 3-3 tie here in the bottom of the 9th inning. And moving in behind the plate for Pat Borders, it'll be Sandy Alomar. So the walk. He gets over on the high chopper by Justice. Brian Giles knocked in Witten. And this game is tied. Robin Ventura will lead it off as we take another look at this beautiful double play. Good play by Seamus and a good dodge by Mike Caruso. There's Bell with a hot comebacker. Nice pick. Now watch Mike right here get out of the way because they were getting after him.
Oh, that was a great play.
Terrific job by Caruso.
Oh, yeah. Sidestepping that runner.
Robin is 2 for 3. Takes that curveball down low. Outfield straight up, spread out. Ball hit deep. Way back. And I look up. You can't put it on the board. Yes! Robin Ventura's 12th home of the year, and the Sox win it in one of the most exciting games we have seen all year long. By a score of 4-3 in Whitby, he hurt it.
He really did. He dialed it up for this fastball, 93 miles an hour on the outer half, and just crushes it. He 3 for 4 tonight. You'd think the Sox just won the World Series. All right, that's the kind of emotion that you really want to see out of these guys. This is a great win. Lord have mercy. He didn't quite get it away enough as Robin just kills it into that right center field bleacher area. Wow, that's fun.
So Ventura with 3 hits tonight, that RBI double and a game-winning homer. And that home run replay brought to you by ComEd, providing service for Northern Illinois customers for over 100 years. Whitby, this is just, I'll tell you, this is the best ball game we've seen all year.
Yeah, it really was. And you take your hat off to all the guys who participated, too. Bobby Howery pitched out of that real tough situation. 2nd and 3rd, nobody out late in the ball game. And he just got 3 tough outs. And that was very instrumental. Albert Bell, of course, the homer. But Robin Ventura sealing the game right there with that tremendous shot to right center.
And not to be forgotten either, in rookie Jim Parquet's 9th start of the season. Jimmy went 6 innings, giving up 2 runs, and he really pitched well. So huge crowd tonight for us has been 27,733. Elvis night. These fans are going to stick around and see a lot of more excitement with that, and also the spectacular fireworks show. So the Sox win this one by a score of 4-3. And a reminder, be sure and join us Sunday when the Sox host the Indians from Comiskey Park. Game time is 1 with a game movement 12:30. Coming up next, Fox Sports News. So for Tom Paciorek, Jim Angio, this is Hawk Ken Harrelson. So long, everybody. You've been watching Chicago White Sox baseball coverage on Fox Sports Chicago, your home of Fox Sports Net.
My grandson Gary's one of those high-tech whiz kids. He's an Ameritech ISDN specialist. I told him whatever that meant. I was real proud of him. He said ISDN's a digital phone line that's 9 times faster for internet and transferring files. It's his job to help small businesses like mine figure it out. I told him to hook his grandma up. My old 14.4 modem was a dog.
Call 1-800-TEAM-DATA for big savings on an ISDN line.
How can Geico save you money on car insurance when you buy from us directly? We cut out the middleman. Geico. A 15-minute call could save you 15% or more on car insurance. A typical car insurance agent is on the job during regular business hours. On the other hand, Geico insurance professionals are on the job 24 hours a day. Geico. A 15-minute call could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
How does it look? I'm not gonna lie to you. It doesn't look good. You got a broken crankshaft, a stuck valve, and a tremendous buildup of gunk.
I should have used a Fram oil filter. Nothing stops more dirt and engine-damaging particles better than America's #1 brand of filter. I guess I'm paying for it now.
Try and be strong. Fram oil filters. Pay a little more now or pay a lot later.
Now, tonight's most up-to-the-minute scores, highlights, and sports news from coast to coast. This is Fox Sports News Primetime.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to another sizzling weekend across the outstanding United States of America. You surviving this heat all right, partner?
I'm feeling good because I stay inside.
That's one way to do it. Find an inside job. This is Fox Sports News. We're proud to be working the job for you, and that's Kevin and I'm Van Earl, and we hope you're all right.
Frazier, right, just to fill in the blanks, and of course, Fox Sports News Prime Time. Enough talking, let's get the big boy in the picture, the Jumbotron, and let's see what's up for this Friday evening. The Punisher still shopping for a pitch that he can take deep for number 41.
Oh, it's trouble north of the border, buckos and spos.
Surprise, surprise, look who's on top at the British Open.
We also have football news plus Mike Tyson's application to return to the ring, but we'll begin with what else? The home run race. We scream, you scream, we all scream for a home run every time Mark McGwire picks up a bat, but of course, that is just not going to happen. In fact, Mac had gone 11 consecutive at-bats without a connection as the Birds continue their weekend home series tonight against the men of blue from Los Angeles. But in the first, Mac against Brian Bohannon, and that baby is launched. Look out. 11 at-bats is how long the drought lasted. An upper deck shot. Number 41 for Mac. Bottom of the fourth. McGwire's next time up. That's one way to avoid a home run ball. And that's another one. Free pass. Mac impressed with Bohannon's control. Not really. In the eighth, Mac against Antonio Osuna. Oh, my goodness. That one got out in a hurry, and the first one was an upper deck shot. Mark McGwire with 2 more home runs on a Friday night. Maybe we need to start keeping a record of how many curtain calls he's had so far in 1998 at Busch Memorial Stadium. Combined almost 1,000 feet in distance for Mark McGwire as he reaches number 42 by mid-July. There's a lot of great baseball action coming your way on Saturday on Big Brother. Dodgers again continuing with Big Mac and the Cardinals, Phillies at Shea, and the Indians taking on the Chi Sox. And don't forget about the late game, Giants and the Stros.
So the Punisher posted number 41, but what about Sammy? All of a sudden, the Dominican daddy is stuck on pause. He entered the break with 35 homers, and 2 weeks later, that's exactly where the Cubs slugger stands. Chicago taking on the Marlins. Let's check in on Sammy. Looking searching. First inning, 1 on for Sammy, and no home run, but he's productive.
Drives into left center field.
He goes into the gap. Lance Johnson comes around to score. Cubs up 1-0. Bottom of the first, Steve Traxel told by the ump that his white T-shirt is distracting to the hitters. Jim Leland just chilling. Meanwhile, the ump says, hook me up with some scissors. Traxel says, no, I'll just get naked. No, he went in there and he said, I'll put on a blue T-shirt instead, and once he changed T-shirts, he was in control. Traxel went the distance, allowing just 1 run on 5 hits. Sosa, you ask, he hooks you up. Sammy, and yeah, he be clubbing. A 2-run shot in the 6th. The fans bow down, and Sammy, thanks for the love, brother. Number 36, the Cubs win 6-1. Steve Traxel wins his 3rd straight start for the Cubs to raise his record to 9-5. He struck out 9 on the night, by the way, in case you didn't know. And now let's check in on the other part of the equation. Ken Griffey, 0 for 2. A bagel so far, 1 strikeout, put the Mariners on top of the Royals 6-3. It's early, it's only the bottom of the 2nd. All right, there's your home run chase. Mark McGwire has 42 home runs and is now projected to hit 74 on the season. Meanwhile, Sosa, he's going to crack the record. He'll get 63, and look at Griff at 66. Everybody trying to top Roger.
On to golf, where the honeymoon between Mother Nature and the British Open lasted just 1 day. Today, wind and a lot of it, as well as rain and a lot of that too, made conditions brutal for the best golfers in the world at this 127th edition of the championship. Royal Birkdale, the site, and everybody talking about the roar of the Tiger after Thursday's first round, but it was the roar of the wind and the elements on Friday in the 2nd round. Tiger opened up with bogey. And that was not the kind of start that he wanted to endure. Fred Couples struggled all day against the conditions. 5 over going into the 18th, but finished strong. He's at even par after a 74. British Amateur Justin Rose had to qualify for the event. He's 17 years of age, and on the 9th hole, a 50-foot bomb that dropped. He had a 66. He's used to the conditions since he usually plays across the pond. Brian Watts, unable to cut it on the PGA Tour. He plays on the Japan Tour. But here on the 12th, just part of his outstanding day, Brian Watts, the only player to have 2 rounds in the 60s through the first 2 rounds. And how about this for win? The putt stopped dead in its track and even rolled back towards Tiger. Wow. Look at that flag. 50-mile-an-hour gust. And they had to bring down the camera cranes because it was too dangerous. And that's a clown, and he's a jerk. Shot of the day, Nick Price. Getting the bounce, getting the roll.
All right, so Nick Price.
That set up an eagle.
Even par, so he could make a.
Then coming back towards the cup off the hill.
Much closer.
Now that's how you play it to the terrain. Look at that.
Here at 17.
Tiger played with Nick Price on Friday. He had a birdie on 17, and then on the 18th, another birdie. So that, hey, look at there. I think those are my ancestors, part of the Wright brother gang right there, cycling away after the 2nd round of the 127th British Open. And it's Brian Watts, the guy who plays on the Japanese Tour, leading the way at the halfway point of this 3rd major championship of the year. After 29 golfers shot in the 60s on the sunny Thursday, just 7 shot under par on the windy Friday. Mark O'Meara, the Masters champion, of course, within range. And Davis Love III, the reigning PGA champion, also at even par. The leader, though, is Brian Watts. Meet Brian Watts, won't you?
Yeah, I've been fortunate because my ball striking wasn't super good yesterday. I putted real well yesterday and managed my game good. And fortunately for me, today my ball striking was good, and was able to hit a lot of fairways and greens.
Yeah, you have to be more creative, and I think once you get the feel of that, and you can use the wind to your advantage. I mean, it's easy to say now, but that's the idea.
Yeah, it was tough. We got up, started in pouring down rain, and then the wind started howling, so it was very difficult. And I'd say at least 3 or 4 shots harder than yesterday. And on top of that, I didn't play as well as yesterday, so it was a long day.
That's how you want the British Open to be. You want to have a day with good weather so people can see we actually can play golf, and then you want to have some hard conditions as well, because that's what the British Open is all about, playing by the sea where the wind is the main factor.
These are the guys who will not be around for the weekend. Monty, man, he's really been struggling at the British Open, and he struggles again in 1998. 5-time British Open champion Tom Watson also out of the picture, as is 96 champion Tom Lehman. And John Daly won the thing in 95. He was looking to make the cut, but then he had a 10 on the 18th hole in today's second round.
Let's get back to baseball. And, you know, right now life is just wearing Indian starter Charles Nagy out. The guy who signed a $24 million contract earlier this season is dropping quotes like, "I feel like a black cloud is following me around," end quote. He even asked the media what they thought his problem was, because the righty has been simply awful. As a matter of fact, Nagy is on pace to set the major league record for homers allowed in the season. Already he's given up 26. Albert Bell, bottom of the 6th, 2-1. Oh, there's number 27. Albert, still tasty and toasty hot. He goes over the wall, and all of a sudden we're tied at 2. That's career homer number 300 for Albert. Bottom of the 7th, tied at 2, and Nagy. Oh, there's the black cloud again. He does the wild thing. Mike Cameron comes around to score 3-2, but in the bottom of the 9th, the whole dream, the whole thing caves in. Tied at 3, Robin Ventura nails a Paul Shoe pitch, and you see the celebration. You see the love by the club. The White Sox.
Look out.
All of a sudden, they're feeling the flavor. They win this one 4-3. Albert Bell has now gone deep 10 times since the All-Star break. His 28th this season gives him 300 in his career, as we told you. Meanwhile, Nagy's numbers, he gets a no decision after going 7 innings, allowing 3 runs on 6 hits. And you know what? Let's check out what he's done in his last 5 games. And basically, he's hurting. 0-3, but the ERA, it could float a blimp. And you see, it's just nasty all the way around for the guy right now.
Some baseball history was possible tonight at Tiger Stadium as Red Sox pitcher Jin-Ho Cho was trying to become just the second Korean-born pitcher to win a Major League Baseball game. The Dodgers' Chan-Ho Park, of course, was the first. The assignment for Cho, to try and destroy whatever confidence Detroit might have gathered from their victory last night over the Yankees.
Really worked on.
Jin-Ho Cho out to a 1-0 lead and getting all-star Damian Easley in the first. In the 4th, game tied at 1 when Nomar untied it. Second in his last 2 days. Sox up a run. In the 6th, game tied again. Gabe Alvarez.
Deep in left center and gone.
And the Tigers went up 5-2. Todd Jones on in the 9th to nail it down. Todd Jones getting the job done as the Tigers love it. They beat the Yankees on Thursday and beat the Sox in the first of a weekend set at the corner on Friday and deny Jin-Ho Cho the chance to become just the second Korean-born pitcher to win a Major League game. As Nomar, despite his efforts, his team still comes up short.
Time to squeeze in a little Piggly Wiggly, and today the Packers, tired of waiting for running back Dorsey Levens to return to earth with his contract demands, got a little proactive, signing former Bear rusher Raymond Harris. Terms of the deal, well, they're none of our business, they say, but more importantly for the unrestricted free agent, he arrives in Titletown with the opportunity to start immediately. Ironically, Harris became expendable when Chicago signed former Packer Edgar Bennett and drafted Curtis Eames. All right, take a peek at the numbers Harris and Levens put up last season. Currently, Levens is seeking a 4-year, $21 million deal, and the Pack won't budge off their $16 million offer. Levens, 14.35 last season, just 39 shy of Jim Taylor's Packer record.
Well, the Patriots front office was also busy on this Friday since they signed their top draft pick, running back Robert Edwards, to a 5-year deal that'll pay the rookie more than $1 million a season. Edwards is a 6-foot, 250-pound toter of the pig out of Georgia, who averaged 5.5 yards a carry for the Dogs last fall. He was the 18th overall pick in this year's draft. The Aquamammals bolstered their ground attack as well by signing first-round pick John Avery, cut from a similar physical build as Barry Sanders and Mork Dunn. He's 5'9", 190 pounds, and he'll hopefully give the Dolphins some breakaway speed that they have lacked with Kareem Abdul-Jabbar and Lawrence Phillips. We'll see if the rookie can step in and play for Jimmy Johnson.
How about the British Open? We have to go back to that for a second because today Mother Nature kicked up, and boy, a lot of guys fell off. But, you know, you figure with the weather, something wacky happens, and look who's in the lead.
There you go. Brian Watts. Who? Brian Watts. With that putt that Tiger hit, it just hit the brick wall of the win.
And we will have more on today's leaders a little bit later in the show, so you want to stay tuned.
Outstanding. Hey, we're just getting started here, ladies and gentlemen. A whole lot more is coming your way.
Indeed, indeed. Let's see what's straight up.
The crash course in the outfield. Well, Todd Hundley is enduring it and barely surviving.
How do you get respect in this league? Find out why the Astros are the Rodney Dangerfield of the bigs.
And who will take over for the Bulls in Chicago? Tim Floyd? He of Iowa State? Look out on the Viagra.
This is Fox Sports News Primetime on Fox Sports Net.
Ready?
Yep.
Oh. That looked like the foul tip into Rodriguez.
Rodriguez really gets nailed on this one. Even off his mask, that's got to hurt. Makes you wonder why anybody...
Fox Saturday Baseball Game of the Week on your local Fox station.
Fox NFL Sunday, featuring me, James Brown. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Here we go.
Fox NFL Sunday returns this fall.
If you're considering natural hair restoration, remember, choosing the right medical group is the most important decision you'll have to make.
We're no longer trying to imitate nature. We're trying to duplicate nature. We can do up to 1,000 or 1,200 micrographs at a time. This makes a much more natural and unobtrusive appearance with our final result.
To find out more about the Bosley difference, simply call the number on your screen and ask for your free copy of the Bosley Consumer Guide to Hair Restoration. It's filled with fascinating facts about Dr. Bosley's micrografting, varigrafting, and male pattern reduction techniques. This helpful guidebook is all the preparation you need for a free consultation with a Bosley medical doctor. Call now for your free information and then schedule your free private consultation. Find out for yourself how these remarkable procedures can give you a new head of hair and a whole new outlook on life.
Arguably the most luxurious ride of any sport utility vehicle in the world. Car and Driver.
Quieter than the Bentley Continental T. Road and Track.
Best luxury sport utility vehicle and initial quality in a tie. J.D. Power and Associates.
At Infiniti, we don't like to honk our own horn. We prefer to let others honk it for us. The Infiniti QX4. Own one, and you'll understand. Lease an Infiniti QX4 for $399 a month for 39 months with an initial payment of $32.48.
In left field. It's been a rough go for that guy.
Oh, man, oh, man. Has it ever? Todd Hundley's work and project and whatever you call it. It's a nightmare, ladies and gentlemen. His return to the Mets, a much anticipated happening for Mets fans in New York, but now, 2 days into the thing, all that anticipation has been replaced with frustration. Forced to play in the foreign territory of left field because of Mike Piazza's presence behind the plate, Hundley is as much out of place as Don Imus would be at a Howard Stern barbecue. Phillies and Mets at Shea and Hundley trying to take advantage of some advice from Mookie Wilson. In the second, there's Hundley. Oh, it's an adventure. And it's an out. Way to go, Big Todd.
Yeah, he had help defensively.
That's worth the tip of the cap, isn't it? Between innings, Bobby Jones.
Base.
Ryan Hundley giving him some busting his chops. In the fifth. Oh, it's a nasty. The pitch allows a Met run to score, and then Hideo Nomo taking over. Dominating the Philly lineup throughout the evening. 9 Ks in 7 innings. In the 7th, Hal McRae, the Philly coach, watching his son Brian McRae. Kadak for a solo shot. Yeah. To straightaway center. Pop not so happy outside. Had to be smiling inside, though. Always good to see your son Kadak in a major league game. As the Mets shut out the Phillies, and what do you say? Hideo Nomo, somebody throw a party. First time he has won a game since April 28th. That covers 13 starts. He's finally into the win column. And now the Mets and Phillies are tied for second in the NL East, 14.5 behind Atlanta. By the way, that appeal that John Franco had submitted to the National League office for his involvement in this ugly argument on July 5th, at the end of a game that the Braves beat the Mets, well, Leonard Coleman, the National League president, denied the 3-game appeal and stuck with the 3-game suspension.
Meanwhile, Braves, Tom Glavine looking for win number 13. Jeremy Burnitz fishing, and then Marquise Grissom stuck in pause. Phil Garner knows it's going to be a long night. Bottom of the 5th, 2-0 Braves. Chipper at the plate. Mark Newfield looking, searching. Doesn't he know? Mr. Jones, he got a thing going on. His 25th homer of the year, his first from the right side, 3-0 Braves. Bottom of the 6th, Andrew Jones hooking up the D. The 0 first, though. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. Andrew goes over the wall. Then, in the outfield, Andrew.
Grounded back up
the ball gets through. Jones grabs it, comes up firing. Bobby Hughes rolling. What's he thinking about? Because that Mr. Jones also has a thing going on. Glavine goes 7 shutout innings. Mark Wohlers in the top of the 9th with 2 outs, his first appearance back in the majors, and he's pitching poorly. What is that? And finally, when he gets control of something, Bobby Hughes welcomes him back. The double.
And the Brewers are
Wohlers, he ain't sick, but he ain't well. The Braves win 4-1 is the final score. But the shutout gone as Mr. Wohlers does the wild thing. Braves have won 4 straight and 13 of 16. Yesterday, Michael Jordan laid down the law again and reminded the world that if Phil Jackson is not the Bulls coach, then he will not be a Bulls player. He did hedge and admit that there was one other coach he would play for, but I, like Mike, don't think the Bulls have any shot of hiring Dean Smith. Meanwhile, the man who's considered to be the leading candidate for the gig, Iowa State's Tim Floyd, understands Mike's position.
Michael has many great qualities, and that's probably the quality I admire most is his loyalty. I think that all players would love to have guys play for them and go back to their previous coach and say, hey, that guy's the greatest. And I think it's a tremendous quality, and I don't think he was probably prejudging Tim Floyd. I've never met Michael, but I do admire the fact that he is in Phil Jackson's corner. I'm still currently employed by Iowa State. I love this university, and as long as I'm working for Iowa State, which I'm planning on doing from here on in, unless somebody offers me a job, and then I've got to consider it from that point on, because I don't know whether I'd go to Chicago if they offer me the job or not.
Well, he doesn't know if he'd go to Chicago now with Mike saying that he's going to step off. Who wants to go to Chicago? Because you lose Michael, you lose Scotty, you lose Dennis Rodman most likely. So all of a sudden your biggest option, Tony Kukoc. I mean, and that's not knocking Tony. He's a great player, but it's a very, very different team that may not even make the playoffs. So
that's right.
He could be in a lot of trouble. Maybe it would be good to stay at Iowa State.
Maybe so, because it just seems like a no-win situation.
I hear you.
It's like that trying to follow a legend. It's just the first guy who follows is always in a tough spot.
When the player-president checks out, party's over. Coming out, find out what happens when baseball's 2 lowest payrolls square off on the diamond. It's interesting.
It's all out in mayhem is what it is, partner. Pirates and Spos. Oh, boy. Baseball players trying to be boxers again. That's trouble.
Saturday and Sunday, July 18th and 19th at Route 66 Raceway. Say Monster Trucks in a side-by-side drag race on the specially built obstacle course. Plus, see Walker Evans and others race in their championship off-road racing trucks on the new 1-mile off-road course. At Route 66 Raceway, gates open at 8 a.m. Saturday, 9 a.m. Sunday. Bring the whole family July 18th and 19th to Route 66 Raceway, a quarter mile to glory.
Baseball Thursday on Fox Sports Net.
Fly away!
The biggest bats.
This is tag. Forget it.
The best arms.
He struck him out.
And the stars of tomorrow hit the field every Thursday.
He robs him of another home run.
The National Game of the Week. Catch Baseball Thursday on Fox Sports Net.
Suddenly, I'm overtaken by thoughts of the fire. I hear Peter Novak's thundering heartbeat as he motors downfield with defenders in tow. I hear Roman Kozetsky's lungs contracting and expanding. When I hold a soccer ball close to me, I can feel it all.
Oh, it's kicking.
Zach Thornton will protect the net as the Fire clash with San Jose. Next Wednesday at 10, catch Chicago Fire soccer on Fox Sports Chicago.
My son says that's his.
Now, with more of tonight's most up-to-the-minute scores, highlights, and sports news from coast to coast, this is Fox Sports News Primetime.
Welcome back. And you know, my mom always said, take care of your feet because you can't go anywhere if your dogs are bad. David Wells was slated to start tonight against the Jays, and more importantly, Roger Clemens, but Wells had to take care of his dogs. A bad toe sidelined David. Ramiro Mendoza pitching instead, but hey, let's not get ahead of ourselves. Tony Phillips back in action, his first game with Toronto. Roger Clemens percolating. Tino Martinez checking out. Darryl Strawberry, the sound of silence. The rocket rolling. Meanwhile, David Wells chilling on the bench. Mendoza on the hill. But in the fourth inning, all Clemens. O'Neill, Martinez, and Jorge Posada. Punch him! Clemens strikes out the side. He had 7 strikeouts through 4 innings. 5th inning, 1-0 Yankees, and that's a mistake. The only one of the night for Mendoza, touched by Sean Green, a home alone shot. 7th inning, more Clemens. Posada, Chad Curtis can't even touch it. Another victim. Clemens pitched 7 innings, 5 hits, struck out 10. Meanwhile, Green at the plate in the bottom of the 7th, bases loaded, 2-1 Toronto, and supersize that. It could be, and it is, the big daddy of them all. The grand slam off of Mike Stanton. He can't believe it. Green 3 for 5, 5 RBI, 6-1 Toronto. 8th inning, Phillips gets hit, and he's a little upset. It's his first game back. He hadn't even gotten used to swinging the bat, and he gets hit. It hurts. It hurts. 9-6, the final score. Blue Jays climb back to 500. The Yankees have dropped 2 straight. But, you know, they haven't dropped 3 in a row since the first 3 games of the season, so don't count them out. Clemens, at 11-6, has now won 6 in a row.
Cincinnati Reds began this Friday 5 games under 500 and 10.5 games out of first place. Yet, the Redlegs are baseball's hottest team with 10 straight wins and 15 out of 16. 10 straight, the longest run for a Reds team since the machine days of '75. And if they can extend the winning to 13 in a row, the Reds would set a new franchise record. Trying to keep it going against the visiting Padres, but Greg Vaughn showed the Reds how much he was impressed by their 10-game run. A 3-run shot in the top of the first. Number 31 on the air for Greg Vaughn. Remlinger, 1 inning, 4 runs, 4 hits, 4 walks. In the 4th, Tony Gwynn, boom!